Hey, we're back from our break. I hope you took a stretch as well and got yourself something to drink and are back cozy and healthy. We are going to jump right back in. Our doctors are at the restaurant here on Echo. They've been seated by the host, a lovely menu tablet who has sat you with your appropriate menus and gets you anything that you want in all of the world. Was there anything in particular that caught your fancy?
I think Lucretia is very adventurous eater, and back in college, she and Sita and Ernie would always love to like go to uh, various restaurants and always try new things. So I think Lou definitely asked for like the strangest, um, most different foods, and found something called lunar fusion and showed it to
Mm-hmm.
Sita. Like, look at this. This sounds so good.
Let's both get something different, and then we can try two things. We'll just split the plates.
That sounds good. So that is what we get.
The doctor, on the other hand, I think it's very, as they sit down, you definitely notice that they're kind of thinking. Like, they just have the look on their face like they're trying to remember or think about something. And they order just a small, like, little bowl of jelly babies. Just a bowl of jelly babies. And it's just like eating that while, I guess, like smiling, there's a faint smile on their faces. They're watching Dr. Wen and Dr. Ware enjoy this lunar fusion.
What are jelly babies?
Wait, you don't? Okay, so what's, I guess, like,
Yeah, that was an
gummy
out of character
bears?
question. Oh, gummy bears.
Yeah,
Okay,
like gummy
okay.
bears,
Yeah.
but in the shape
Okay.
of children, like
Yeah.
kids. Yeah,
Is that
it's
a
like
British
Yes.
thing?
Sour Patch Kids. It's
Yeah.
like Sour Patch Kids without the sour. I guess
Yeah.
is like
Okay.
probably the best way to fit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you order that, Lou is just like, "Is that the only thing you're eating?" And just kind of like waves it off, like, "Oh, maybe this alien eat whatever." That's so that.
Hey, I mean, technically, this is very human, and I'm very not. So this is alien to me. I mean, as alien as what you're eating is to you.
I suppose you're right.
Sita
And
just
yeah.
has a fond smile on her face watching the doctor eat jelly babies. She doesn't even say anything, but there's a moment of just like, I see you, and then she continues on her lunar fusion.
Food.
So the waiter slash host kind of gives another bow, takes your menus away, and whisks off. And as soon as they disappear through the back, they come back with three lovely hot two lovely hot steaming plates and one small bowl of jelly babies, and set them before you. And they sort of stand off to the side of the restaurant and appear to just be kind of like standing there, and every once in a while just peek back, standing looking forward, peek back at you, just like making sure you're doing well and and enjoying yourselves as you eat your food. Is there anything in particular you'd like to talk about or do before we fast forward past lunch and on to the next location?
I think Sita just orders like a doggy bag of whatever, like a third thing off the lunar fusion menu to put in. What I'm sure there's a fridge in the TARDIS somewhere, just to save it for Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
There's an
Okay.
entire room that are just fridges, and then next to that there's a walk-in fridge, just in case you prefer to actually walk into.
It's a walk-in fridge with fridges inside the walk-in.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think the only other detail that we see is Lucretia is taking food pictures. Like before we eat the food, Lucretia takes a photo of the food, and it's very artsy. I think like that's it's a very nice food picture.
It's beautiful, gorgeous, Instagram worthy food picture.
Oh yeah.
As you exit the restaurant, the host speeds over to open the door for you, and as you leave, closes the door behind you and takes that same post, putting their little arms behind them where they sort of disappear into their post body, and they become the posted menu that they were when you approach.
You can see the doctor stuffing the last few jelly babies into his pockets to save them for later. So, the curator.
Yes.
I just realized we never asked where the house is.
I picked up a map, and Lucretia's gonna just pull a map out because I think they grabbed a map at the information area.
I believe that 100%. So most everything around the town square here is highlighted and colored brightly to attract you. You know, the restaurant, the antique shop, the cinema, World. All of it. It is all big. Yes, exactly like that. Just past the town center here, as the road goes up, and you see it points to the Echo Residential, and that is the residential neighborhoods up at the top of a hill at the end of the first street. In small print, it says, "Home of the Curator."
Lucretia will just point at it and be like, "Here, there it is. It should be just up here, up the hill to the right area, I think. If I orient the map correctly, yes."
Oh, you're muted, Jack.
Sorry, I had my mouth was full of jelly babies. I didn't want to. So we're going to be going to the residential area. They did warn us about that. Something about not disturbing everyone there. I think we can do that, right? We can do that.
How would we disturb? Just by being there, or?
I'm realizing that this is like one of the. You've been around me for like maybe 3 or 4 days. Usually when I'm around, disturbance sort of follows. I mean, you probably noticed that actually at this point.
The what follows?
Disturbances.
Ah.
Hopefully this is not the case, because I would like a good impression with this curator. I'm very curious about how they got their hands on so much old tech.
Shall we go find out then?
Yes.
Okay.
You all make the trek through and around the rest of the circle of town square, and then up into the residential neighborhood. I would like for all of you to give me a roll, awareness.
Rolling dice.
Rolling in RPG? What?
Yes, I know. I'm so sorry to do this to you. Awareness survival is what I want you to do.
Survival. Okay.
$12 for me.
An 18 for me.
Also a 12.
Doctor.
High five.
Where are all the tourists?
I've been wondering that, honestly.
Last time you were here, this was full of people. The restaurant was a packed house.
Odd. Do you all... Well, I suppose this is your first time here, so you wouldn't know. But it's rather empty here, isn't it?
There was nobody in the restaurant but us.
Yeah.
There's
That
no one
podium
at
seemed really excited to see us.
there's no one at the Echo Antiques or the information station either. I just assumed that everyone was
Yeah.
busy having fun or whatever. But I haven't
Yes,
seen
I was a
anyone.
bit too carried away having fun to really notice it until now.
You said there's a water park, right? Normally you hear water and screaming and laughing, and there's
Yes.
nothing.
It is oddly quiet.
Maybe it's off season?
We can
They
ask
said
when
they're
we
open
get
all
to.
the time, right?
They said
Well,
24/7.
yes. 400 days a year, yes.
There's 400 now?
On this planet, yes. Because, different
Oh,
orbits take longer
relativity.
to
Mhm.
rotate. Yeah.
Right, that makes
Um,
sense.
I suppose the best person to ask is the curator. They clearly have a foothold in this place, a home at the very least. So I imagine they know what's going on.
Speak of disturbances. Lucretia just murmurs under her breath as we continue walking.
Yes, I hope it's not that. This is a vacation. Remember, vacation? No saving planets today. We just relax.
Vacation. Opens a dictionary. No, just kidding.
Up into the residential neighborhood you go. It is similarly quiet, although you do notice that there are, at the very least, people here. As you walk by, faces peer outside their window and then seem to look away and go back to whatever they were doing. A few of them, if you do wave, kind of confused hand gesture back at you, and then put it back down until you get to the top of this street, at the top of this hill, to the home of the curator. There is like a little old plaque, a real one, a tangible plaque that does have etched into it the curator, and it is like a little quaint little house.
Well then, let's let them know we're here. Knock or doorbell? I'm going to look for a doorbell or a buzzer or something like that.
There is a door knocker. And when you
Very analog.
knock it, yeah. But when you knock it, it does say, "Someone's at the door."
It talks.
That's handy.
That's fun.
It's like those Ring doorbells that just talk to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
but with the fun of knocking.
Saves you the trip to the front door.
You hear a voice from inside. Tell them they can come inside. And the door knocker says, "Please, won't you come in?" And the door opens up inside.
Thank you. Lucretia thanks the door as we walk in.
Good practice. Always think everything. You don't know what's sentient.
That sounded a little scarier than I think you meant for it to.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Lucretia's just looking at you like, oh.
That was quite scary. You step inside. In this room, there are like maps and charts of old Earth at different time periods. It definitely looks like a historian's office. There's lots of books and timetables, notes plastered about, but everything here in this room looks kind of untouched for quite some time as well. And then as you walk further in to the next room, you will hear the voice continue to beckon you, "Just this way." And you walk into the next room, and there is a very real human woman who also has a little bit of something extra. She's got one piece of machinery with a piece of smart glass covering one eye. She has what is clearly like a bionic partial shoulder on the other side. And right now she is laying on a bench by the window, covered in a blanket. And she looks to you and says, "Oh, I thought I had heard that people were here. I thought I must have been mistaken."
Is that uncommon? Hello, by the way. Thank you for inviting us in.
"Hi. The pleasure's mine. It is uncommon now."
Why? What happened?
"Well, I suppose that the attraction of this place was no longer interesting."
Right, but I also meant this place as a whole is very empty.
Sorry to interrupt. You're the curator.
Oh, Catalaya. But yes, they called me that.
The doctor kind of just stares, head tilted for a bit. Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Catalaya, the curator, do you have a preference?
Catalaya is just fine.
Catalaya. Well, I'm the doctor. Pleasure to meet you. These are my friends. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Dr. Sidley Ware. A pleasure.
And Dr. Lucretia Wen. Put my hand out.
Oh. 3 doctors. Doctors of what, might I ask?
Trauma surgery.
Linguistics.
Oh. Well, I hate to ask you, since you are guests in my home, but it does seem too good to be true. Dr. Wen, was it?
Yes.
I couldn't terribly bother you to do your job here today, could I?
I don't mind at all.
Wait. Hold on. We're here to rest and relax.
Doctor, I don't think there's anything that Lube would enjoy more than being able to do her job on vacation.
But then listen, fine, but it's not vacation.
A vacation's about fun, right?
If someone needs help, I can't not help.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How may I help? I turn back to Catalaya.
Oh, well, it seems that I'm in need of some medical expertise, and she sort of does a little snap of her fingers, and a white, like shiny white plastic rolling bot comes and enters the room. And is wearing like an old-fashioned nurse's cap that they don't even wear anymore today, and pulls back the blanket and like puts a new compress onto a kind of like open injury that is on her abdomen, and then covers the blanket back up and rolls away.
And I can see the injury on You like to
Yeah.
area?
Yeah, I'm not going to describe it for the sake of our audience and all of you, but yes, you can see it and you would be able to look at it and analyze it.
Cool. Is it yeah, avoiding the description, but is it more of a like bloody injury or like an infection like injury?
Right. Yes. So this is like an injury that she has sustained a long time ago, it looks like, and has just been batting it back like as best as you can, but you can only do that for so long. That's the kind of situation, just at a glance, that you're looking at.
Lucretia just like watches as this robot nurse comes in and changes the wound dressing, and she just says, what happened? Do you mind if I take a look?
I don't mind at all. And she kind of like gestures and lets you there.
Is there a sink in this room for me to wash my hands?
Yeah. You have all the space to do your sanitary scrub-ins and all that.
I would scrub my hands, and I would like to.
The bot comes over with a bowl or something, lets you wash your hands in it or something like that.
Oh yeah. I do my doctor stuff, and I would like to look at this wound. What can I do for them?
So you can look at it. I would love for you to to give me a ingenuity and knowledge, or medicine. Sorry, ingenuity and medicine.
Wow, my two best skills! Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that dice went all the way under here. 19.
Okay. As you're kind of working here, the thing that you realize is that like so many pieces of this woman have been patched with different like bits of technology. Like there are metal like bits and bobs in here where fleshy bits and bobs should be, and it has all been it has kind of been like integrated into this system here, and in a way that is hard to wrap your mind around. But once you like follow the threads of things, you can kind of figure out what they were trying to do. And what you can do for this person is very singular. You can well, all right, there are two things that you can figure you can do for her. You can do a slightly better patch job than what this robot is doing, and you can probably extend her time for at least a little bit longer, or you can get her to a like hospital that is run by human people. Might be hard to explain in your time, but maybe there's another time that you could go to. Those are the two options that you think she has for you right now.
Yeah, so Lou is going to get to work on this patch job, at least to prolong how much time she has for a bit. But while they do that, like stitches or whatever, they're going to ask her, like, is there not a doctor here who could help you with this? A hospital? Primary care? Urgent care?
Oh, not anymore. The doctors are all automated.
And wow. Lucretia pauses for a moment just to like let that future for medicine like settle settle inside her. Like, oh my gosh, is this what is gonna happen? Like and just says, oh, Why? Why? If I can ask?
Because everything is automated.
Yes, I have noticed here. And I turn to the doctor, and is there a hospital we could take her to? She's going to need um, care from someone who is more uh, in tune with, well, machinery inside of a human body than what I can do. Is there somewhere we could take her? Do you know of anywhere?
Let me take a look at the pieces they've used to upgrade themselves, and I can probably give a good estimate of what year and place we can get someone who's an expert at this kind of stuff. Let me give a look once over. I want to
steps
stand up
to the side.
Yeah.
and approach Jam and go, would you like a jelly baby?
Yes, actually. I would.
Yeah, here you go. And I hand over jelly baby as I look over the machinery that she's attached to herself.
If you
Just
make
like-
any moves to touch her, Lucretia will slap your hands out of the way until you clean your hands.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna go wash my hands. And then I'm gonna take a look at it and see, can I figure out what the technological equivalent could be, location and time wise?
The quickest and most effective people you could take her to would be the Sisters of Plenitude, the cat hospital. That they have the best medicine, the best technology, and they treat the widest variety of species throughout space. And they could certainly, if anybody could help her, it would be them.
Oh, say that again.
If anybody could help her, it would be them.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So, Sisters of Plenty here. They could probably help out with this. Is it safe to move her? She looks
Is it
fairly
safe to
stable
move
with
her,
what you've
Dylan?
done.
Yeah, she looks pretty stable, huh?
When you finish your work, let's say this is like a 10-15 minute job for you. When you finish this, she'll be stable for some amount of time of travel.
Cool. Is there a wheelchair in here that she's either already using or we could grab for her to use?
She kind of do you say this out loud?
Yeah, I just say do you have a wheelchair or a stretcher or something that we could transport you on? This is going to gesturing to the now bandaged stitches, all the shindig. This is stable and will. But I want to avoid having you walk anywhere. So do you have anything?
So I'd be leaving?
Yes. I want to
You're
take you to
going-
the Sisters of Plenitude. They are probably the most likely able to help out with everything that's going on.
What I've done here is only a temporary fix. You're going to need help from doctors who know more about this time. My knowledge, I suppose, is old-fashioned.
Oh. Well, I suppose it's better than what's coming. And she'll snap her fingers again, and the little nurse bot will roll in a hovering stretcher that just sort of woo 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 as it moves across the floor. Yes.
Lou just looks at it like, oh, that's so cool. And they would like to, with the patient's permission, help the patient into the stretcher.
Yep. She works with you.
Cool.
Oh, this is strange. I didn't think I'd
Why?
ever leave here.
Why not?
Because nobody leaves.
Why?
Because everything is automated. There's no reason to leave.
I look to the doctor and then just back at her.
Do you have any idea where everyone went? You said nobody leaves, but it seems awfully quiet here.
The people that live here stay in their homes. And after a while, the tourists stopped coming. I think they said it became eerie.
But there's so much to do here. Why would anybody not want to come here for vacation or fun or whatever you people call it?
Maybe they miss the human element. People go on vacation to meet people, to talk to other people, and if almost everyone on Echo is automated, I imagine maybe it's a little unsettling, or it's
Unsettling.
The experience.
Yes, I read that word in an article. Yeah, some years ago. That was one they used.
For the record, we like it.
Oh,
We've had a wonderful time.
good.
I love it here. This is my second time coming.
Well, I did
Let's
quite like
get
it
you
too.
to the TARDIS, though.
Well, thank you for coming. Maybe when I'm all better, I can show you around again.
I think I would love that.
That'd be lovely.
You roll her, or not really roll because she is hovering. Gently push
Yeah.
her down the road. Her robot nurse does accompany you, and her staying close by. As you roll past, the people looking out their windows do not just look and wave this time. They are staring with bewildered expressions to see her go by and get into the TARDIS to leave, just looking confused and and just in disbelief.
Definitely, like, because I probably like sidled up next to Sida as Lou helps hover the curator down the path, but definitely about to make conversation like, do you think she's always been known as the curator? And then notices that everyone's just staring. She goes, everyone's staring.
We should make tracks, I think. They don't seem to be handling someone leaving great.
Yeah. Do they just not have a way to get off this planet?
No, I think what she meant is they have everything they need here, so there's no reason to go anywhere else to get what they need. Everything runs always.
Gosh, I could not imagine being stuck in one time or place. How do you all do it?
Most people don't know what's possible.
Well, I hope they get to experience what is. I imagine it'll be rather eye-opening as he just waves at one of the people staring.
I'd say it has been.
As Lucretia's pushing the floating stretcher down, they are just like mind focused, like on this task. All thoughts of this itinerary long gone. Lou is successful in having found a way to work while on vacation.
You roll back into the TARDIS. The TARDIS, at first, like on the screen, like has the vacation fireworks back on, but this time with like angry red exclamation points. But then as you roll the stretcher in behind you, the screen goes blank and then pulls up an image of the hospital in question and begins like lighting up the coordinates and preparing for the doctor's go ahead.
Nice save.
Read my mind. Yes, Sisters of Plenitude. I think they're the only ones that can help our friend here.
Mm-hmm.
They go by the curator. Can you... I think he whispers this to the console. Can you look into any other person that goes by the curator? It's tickling something in the back of my brain and I can't figure out why.
Does the TARDIS have a med bay?
Oh, 100%.
Of course the TARDIS has a med bay.
Definitely does.
Go play.
Lucretia's gonna take her patient to the med bay and marvel.
I imagine
at...
Lucretia's found a med bay a long time ago. So like the doctor doesn't even give directions. I feel like Lucretia knows.
Yeah. Yeah, you get your patient all set up in there.
Marveling in the little med bay. Yeah, like I imagine there's like some deleted scenes footage of like the one time Lucretia actually went wandering down there and like found this med bay and instantly was like, oh, mine now, and like set the place up to how she likes her like OR setup.
Yeah.
And like Lucretia just had disappeared for like 4 hours at one point and like was just setting up this room.
Yes.
But bring the patient down there and hook her up to all the the heart machines and all the data reading stuff, and yeah, go to the hospital.
Yep. The image on one screen is of the hospital coordinates and begins rolling. You see another smaller like vertical screen that is like searching databases, and you see it just scrolling through names as it rolls on by. Sidley, before the TARDIS takes off, is there anything else that you needed to do or say?
I think that Sidley is just now that hopefully the Wi-Fi is back on in the TARDIS. I think Sidley has
you flip the switch back on.
kind of on the same wavelength as the doctor, just kind of quietly texted her contact back at unit. Just a very like brusque, the curator ? And is just every so often checking her phone just to see if anything comes through.
Okay. Fantastic. The TARDIS takes off into the sky to bring you to the curator's salvation. And we will end there and pick up next Monday night. Very, very special episode up ahead.
Yeah.
This has been a great episode 4 of Doctor Who: The Many Parts Project. I have been Dylan, or Super Dylan, everywhere on the internet, and I have been absolutely blessed to get to create this little romp of a story with my lovely friends, who I will introduce to you right now. Drac, why don't we start with you?
Hi, I'm Drac, or Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I stream all over the place, so follow me on Twitter is the best place to find out where I am and what I'm doing at any given moment. I guess actually, I probably should shout this out because I won't be on stream next week. That's one of the things that's going to be happening next week. I'm not going to be in next week's episode because I'm going to be in America. I'm going to be visiting. Yeah. I'm going to be in America. Going to be flying out on July the 28th. Going to visit my friend Vanna for her birthday, and then I'm going to be at Gen Con. So if you're at Gen Con and you want to hang out and meet, let me know. I want to meet so many of you. I'm very excited. But yeah, other than that, tomorrow I'm over on Table Story at 4 p.m. Eastern in our homebrew campaign using a homebrew system called Kingmakers, where I play a disgraced king, who recently, yeah, he's done very cool things recently. So just watch it. I won't spoil it. It's very much a spoiler-sensitive kind of show, so I recommend watching it. But yeah. Oh, I'm also gonna shout out. It's not my show, but it's Stella Luna's show. She's in it anyway, over on Table Shore as well on Mondays. Catch it if you can on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's great. Stella killed it with the outfit and cosplay. The whole cast killed it with the outfit and cosplays. It's like Cowboy Bebop vibes. So check it out. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm gonna throw it over to DK.
That's still me. Hi, hello. You can find me at AbbaDarlings on Twitter. I love sharing pictures of beautiful things and old things. So if you like beautiful old things, come find me there. I also talk about tabletops a lot. That's the best place to find people and find out where in the world Carmen Sandiego is. So yeah, I'll see you there. And I just want to thank Dylan for being fantastic and running this very like soft lo-fi beats for study episode for us.
Right.
And of course the Lady May for having us.
Yes, thank you so much, May. And Jay, tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jay. I use they, them. I have played Lucretia Wen, the workaholic trauma surgeon who did do some work and is the happiest you have seen her this entire time. Sid, I got to fly the TARDIS, best day of her life. Lucretia got to do like very minor first aid on some like human from the far future. Best day of my life. And now we're gonna get to go see a hospital in space. Like, that's cool. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Nalawu and at NalaDraws if you want to see my art. I am a professional illustrator, art director, voice actor, sensitivity reader, and cultural consultant, TTRPG content creator, and actual play stream performer. I will be on this same channel tomorrow afternoon on Visions of Gold, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. That is a 5th edition Call of the Netherdeep game. It's a lot of fun, and I'm very excited. And then later this week, I actually have some very exciting things on Saturday, July 30th. So yes, this upcoming Saturday on July 30th, I am going to be on a panel about creating empowering and powerful player characters. And that'll be on TTRPG's channel as a part of the I think it's called Fair. They're doing like a little thing to celebrate, I believe, birthday. I don't remember, but it's like a whole event happening that weekend on that channel. So I'm going to be on that panel on Saturday, and then on Sunday, also on TTRPG, I am one of the 2 guests being interviewed on their like interview show. So it's going to be me and Katie O'Saurus, I believe, is her nickname. She's a very prominent like ADHD advocate, someone who I love. Check out her content. But it's going to be the 2 of us doing the interview this Sunday. The last thing I have is the company that I'm working for as art director. We are in the final stretch for our Kickstarter that has been running all month, called the Rumor Brokers Ledger of Names. And that is a compendium of a bunch of NPCs written and illustrated by a super diverse team. And we would love to meet our goal. We are a whiles away off, but it would be great if we could somehow make that up. But check out the project, check out the company. They're doing great things. And that's it from me. I had so much fun. Thank you, May, for this amazing production.
Thank you, May.
And Dylan, I'll throw it back to you, I think, for the final
Yeah, a big thank you to May for hosting us. We will see you next week for episode 5 of Doctor Who: The Many Hearts Project. Have a good night and a good rest of your weeks.